Hello, Kay.
Yes, hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good, just working.
Yeah, working hard, I see, huh?
Yeah.
Working on the new. Are you still working on the album, or is it finished?
I'm just basically finished. I've already started on my other album and just some other material.
Oh, so you really banging out all the work. So everything's already lined up. So when it's time to put that new album out, it's already ready.
Yeah, I just want it to be right and I just want to have it ready to go.
Right, right. Okay, so let's talk about your single "How Many Times." It's been up the airwaves. I hear it in the car, see it on TV. Everything. Like, what was the biggest, like, your biggest motivation, but behind that record?
Well, that record is just basically saying it's not just about a man, it's like how many times do you go through the same things in life before you decide that it needs to get better? So it was just a record, where I was just crying out and calling out to the world and just saying, like, I'm tired of going through the same thing over and over again.
Right. So I was reading, I was doing my research on you, and I seen where you said that when it's time for you to write your music and get your inspiration, you don't write about anything that you've never been through. So because I know there's a lot of artists out there that may be single, but they still write love songs. So why don't write love songs?
Um, there was a point in time when I was doing this album, I wasn't open to love and I didn't want it and I really didn't see it coming, and that's what this album is based in. So I usually just don't do things that, aren't what I'm dealing with at that moment when I'm recording.
Okay, so has a lot of your songs been, based on, the bad relationships that that you've been through, or just, your day-to-day, living life experiences?
Yeah, they're just experiences that I've been through.
Okay, okay. I can understand that. Now, I know that you're a big fan of, country music. How has country music been an influence when it's time for you to, sit down and write your music? Because, a lot of people would like put you in, a R&B category, but what category do you think you belong in?
Um, I think that's just more about music. I don't think it's even a category for me because the records that the label has chosen to put out, they have been R&B, but that's not who I am as an artist. So um, I just get in there and do what I feel, and country music has played a big role in my songwriting ability, and just I have a lot of respect for a lot of different music. So this other album I felt like there was a side of me that didn't get represented. So the new album is definitely, has a little country feel to it and definitely along the lines of what I've always been singing and love to do.
Now, what country artists like are you interested with, working with, maybe in the future?
I love Rascal Flatts. I would love to team up and work with them.
Yeah, they're amazing. They have some really it's not typical country when I listen to their music either.
No, they have great stories that they're telling.
Exactly. Now, do you ever feel it necessary that you ever have to change who you are to sort of kind of fit who the music industry thinks you should be? Sometimes, they may look at you and already prejudge you. So do you ever feel like the pressure that you need to change yourself or, tweak it a little bit?
I don't. I think I've compromised somewhat. Um, to not just compromise who I was, but I think I've compromised with my label a lot and musically. But the music out on me, it is part of who I am. So it was something that was completely not true to me. They're just other sides of me. So.
Okay. Now, I know that, a few weeks ago you released the video for your song "Today Just Ain't My Day," which is absolutely a breathtaking video in the aspect that it's not filled with any too many stage props and a lot of things like that. I just think it was very raw and natural, and I did a post for it on my website. Post, I said Michelle is woman empowerment at its best, and she has a message that she wants you to hear. What exactly is the message that you are trying to put out there when it comes to your music?
I just think for me, I just want women to feel empowered and women to feel better. Something that really bothers me now is that, black women are getting slighted and shaded by our own black men.
Right.
And that's something that I want to really start reaching out there too, because I'm a big advocate that black girls do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just want women to feel, beautiful as they are. I want them to feel strong. I want them to feel motivated. So that's what I want them to take from me and my music, and just them to be fearless.
Okay. So it's good. Even though I'm a male, I enjoy listening to singers, like you, and from that aspect, it's good seeing a black woman being very strong, or any woman being strong, especially given the fact that you're a single mother. So I truly commend you on that.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Now, how was it working with the genius R. Kelly?
That was a great learning experience. I learned a lot, as far as like recording, and as far as just being creative and not allowing anything to stunt your growth. When it's music, it's fun. It's supposed to be light. It's supposed to be who you are. So I just took that from my, time being spent there with him.
Okay. Were you like nervous? Is like were you in awe? Like, oh my God, like this is R. Kelly. Like were you just nervous?
By the time we got in the studio, I had already built a relationship with him.
Oh,
So
okay,
that
okay.
was a whole, it was kind of nerve wracking the first session.
Uh huh.
We already had a relationship, so it was better.
Okay. Well, that's good. So, what guest features do you have on your upcoming album, Pain Medicine? Anything that you can reveal to us to, kind of get us prepped for the release?
I really don't have a lot of features on the album just yet. I wanted it to be like based on the artist that I was. I do have a feature with Akimi in my album, and I don't know. I might just keep it at that.
Okay. What's your favorite title track that, above all, you can listen to it and it brings you such joy when you listen to it?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
I said, out of all of the records on your upcoming album, what song is like your favorite song, like above them all?
I would say. I would say Today's Been My Day is definitely one of my favorites. Really personal to me. And a record called He's Just Not Been Into You.
Okay, okay. Now, growing up, I'm pretty sure growing up you had a lot of, different singers that inspired you and you feel as though paved the way for you to be where you are today. Who are those singers that, and that you currently also still look up to?
Um, I really like, of course, Mary J. Blige as well as Whitney Houston. I think those two women were very influential in the way I sing.
Okay. Now, to speak briefly on this, and I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I witnessed about a few weeks ago something happened on Twitter, and not to mention any names, but I guess one of the more popular bloggers, I guess, made you upset. Can you go into a little bit of detail about what happened with that?
No, I'm going to leave that alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. I completely understand. Now,
That's the problem.
what how has this industry changed? Do you think that the music industry is at a good point versus, talent, or do you think it needs to, I guess, they go back into how it was some years ago, and you need to, grow more?
I don't know. The music industry me is it could be a whole lot better. It's really like music is really not important, and it can be important because what I hear on the radio, so it's not very important to people.
Right.
It's those that I think is the most important, and I think music should have never taken the back seat.
Exactly. Well, I know you're very, very busy. So I do want to thank you for this brief interview. Get back to working, and God bless you in everything you do. And I cannot wait for that new album.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Okay, you too.
Bye-bye.